Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do just a Divine Partnership quick general collective update for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine because the energy is shifting, and it has shifted pretty quickly actually. I know I was feeling the heavy energies the past few weeks. We are coming up on the new year. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas who celebrates. We are coming up on the new year, closing out all those old cycles. So I just wanted to do a quick update on the energies because I finally feel like I'm coming out of that fog. There was a lot of intense energy, a lot of emotion going on. I felt like I was grieving, and I actually dug deep and figured out why. Relates to past lives, relates to this current life, relates to a lot of loss that I felt, difficulty letting go, difficulty with the concept of time, even though time is an illusion, and my conscious mind knows that there was a lot of wounding around that. If you guys hear, it's late here, so if you guys hear crunching noise, that's my dog with his bone, so sorry about that. Yeah, Riley, come on, Bubba. So I did want to do an update and see what's going on with the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, especially for the Divine Feminine, because, you know, that was me. I was doing a lot of releasing, doing a lot of purging, feeling a lot of sadness and a lot of grief, and I just cried and cried and cried for the past week. Thankfully, my Divine Masculine was here with me. There was a point when I told him, I just need you to be here. Just comfort me. Just tell me you love me, it's going to be okay. And he was there. And I also had friends who were on this twin flame journey be here for me, this ascension journey, and they let me vent to them. They let me, try to figure this wounding out. And I did. And I don't know if that energy has completely cleared, but I can feel it clearing. I can feel lighter in my heart. I feel it in my mind. That fogginess, that density isn't there anymore. That confusion isn't there anymore, and I'm coming back to a place of just love. I was being triggered left and right. Old wounds that I thought I had cleared coming back to the surface. I was able to move through it more easily, more quickly. It was able to flow through me. I didn't hold on to the emotions, thank goodness. I do not know what's happening with my hair. I'm in my pajamas. It is very late. I'm so sorry about that. But I just want to get the energies out. I just want to get these, see what's going on here, because I was feeling it too. And I know for a fact, even though he's not talking about it, I know for a fact my divine counterpart was feeling something too. My masculine was feeling something. So I just want to see what's going on for the energies for the general collective. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a combined reading, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and just see what's going on. I brought some. I'm in my living room right now. I don't usually do this in my living room, but I thought the tree was festive and stuff. So and I was doing a client reading here. So I brought down some decks that I was called to use. We'll see what Spirit calls me to say. Let me call in my Ascended Masters, Archangels, Spirit Guides, and Holy Spirit. All right, let's get to it. I want to use this Angels Tarot deck just to get an overall energy for the Divine Masculine, please. Let's just get an overall energy for both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine and see what's going on. Just overall energy. How are they feeling? The energy does feel lighter, I've got to say. I know it feels lighter within myself. I feel like it feels lighter for the Divine Masculine too, although I feel like they've been through it this week as well. Possibly family relationships, a lot of releasing. I'm getting the feeling that they were doing a lot of releasing this week, especially around the past and past issues with the holidays. I have a feeling that there was a lot of nostalgia there for the masculines, that they were looking at their past, looking at the way things were, looking at the way things could have been in the future, kind of reevaluating their life is what they're saying. knowing that it's time to put the past in the past and walk away. Look towards another future, look towards a new year, look as a restart, as a reboot. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to put these back. We got Strength and we got King of Fire, but I'm actually not feeling those, so we're going to put those back and we're going to shuffle, because I was getting messages as we were doing that. So let's see what's going on for the Divine Masculine, huh? What's the current overall energy for the Divine Masculine, please? Overall energy for this reading for the Divine Masculine, please. Knight of Air, which is Knight of Swords. And for the Divine Feminine, please. Page of Fire. Okay, let's put these away. Page of Fire, which is Page of Wands. So let's start with the feminine. The Divine Feminine really wants to move forward in life. Really wants to take action for the new year, move forward with dreams. Really looking forward towards creative dreams. Even mission work. Perhaps there's a new job. Some new opportunity that's coming to fruition, some new insight, some new dream. I'm just getting that this is very focused on the Divine Feminine's life, not so much on the relationship. And they really want to move forward, and they're having the inspiration to move forward. Okay, so let's see what the reading comes out with for that. Let's see what happens there. For the Divine Masculine, we got the Knight of Swords. They are seeing things with more truth. They're seeing things with more clarity. Overall, their life, not just their Divine Feminine, although they are looking towards the Divine Feminine is what I'm getting. You see how the Knight is riding towards the Feminine here? They're looking towards the feminine, but they're actually seeing things with more clarity for their overall life. They really pushed through this purge. I'm getting a feeling that they have really had a dark night of the soul, just like the Divine Feminines did. The Divine Feminines did have a dark night of the soul, especially the past few weeks. There was a lot of heavy energies. It was like a purge. It was another purge. It was another like filtering out the remains, the last wisps of whatever energy needed to be cleared. But what they're actually saying is even though it was a dark night, it was just like it wasn't that heavy energy of a dark night of the soul that the masculines have gone through. The masculines, they are really bringing stuff up to the surface. It's not so much the last wisps. It's really those last chunks. It's really those last like bits and pieces. You know, their tower fell, their tower crumbled, and it's that last bits and pieces of that structure just crumbling. And what's remaining is the foundation. I channeled this before, and it's the same message they're guiding me to here now. It's the foundation. Your relationship is a foundation. That is a solid structure for the Divine Masculines and the Divine Feminines. But for them, it is your relationship. You, Divine Feminines, are their solid structure. They know now. They have that clarity. They see that truth, that you're not going anywhere, that you are their foundation, that love that you exude and that you've been holding patience for them, you've been holding space for them, you're their rock. You are their solid foundation, and no matter what crumbles around them in their life, and it has to crumble around them, we have to let it crumble around them. As much as we want to help them, we have to let it crumble, their structure crumble, so that they can move into what is their divine right, is what they're saying, that what is more aligned with who they are as a soul. Just like we had to do that as feminines, we had to let go of all the things that no longer served us. We have to allow that for the Divine Masculines as well. But our love, our unconditional love, is their solid foundation, and they are acknowledging that. They are coming, if not to you directly, they're acknowledging that within themselves, that you're not going anywhere, that this relationship is their solid foundation. That does not give them an excuse to treat you poorly, to treat you less than you deserve, less than the goddess that you are, god or goddess, divine feminine energy, whichever gender you associate with. It does not give them an excuse, a reason to treat you less than you deserve. However, what they're saying, what Spirit is saying, is that this is what they're going through. And you holding your love for them and you holding space for them has allowed them to heal and allowed them to rise up. So they want you to keep holding that space for them. They want you to keep holding onto your love for them, while also holding love for yourself. Don't ever deplete yourself to fill somebody else up, especially your divine counterpart. That's the whole, self-love first, and then that trickles out. And as you love yourself, then you love your divine counterpart. You come into alignment with your divine counterpart. But really, you holding love for yourself, you standing up for yourself, you holding love for your divine counterpart has given them that foundation, made them feel secure and confident in themselves, made them see the truth of their life as a whole, and allowed them to ride forward with that truth. And they've really been looking at their entire life as a whole is what they're giving me. Their entire life. That structure really fell. Their entire life they had to review and evaluate and see, okay, what does serve me? This piece doesn't serve me. This job doesn't serve me. This home doesn't serve me. This town doesn't serve me. This person, this toxic relationship doesn't serve me anymore. What is serving my greater soul is what they've really had to evaluate. And your divine feminines, your love has given them the strength to do that. Your unwavering love, even if you're not in contact, they feel it. They feel it. All right, let me see if I'm getting any more energies from these. They're just repeating, they have had to reevaluate their entire life. So divine feminines, this message is really for you. I'm doing a reading for both of you, and I believe that there's going to be masculines and feminines watching this. But divine feminines, these messages are really for you right now. They want you to keep having patience, keep holding space, whatever that looks like for you, so that your needs are being met as well. But they want you to have compassion, because where you were, the pain that you were in, I want to say at the first part of the year, they are now experiencing as masculines. They're experiencing now. Reevaluating their whole life kind of, being, I don't want to say falling apart, because that's not the energy that I'm getting, but just a reevaluation. What is serving them? What is speaking to their soul now? The things that no longer speak to their soul are falling away. And they're having a hard time letting go. Some of them are having a hard time letting go. And let's continue with the masculines. They're having a hard time letting go and having a hard time letting those things fall away. Because it's hard to change, isn't it? It's really hard to change. But they see the truth of that now. They have clarity for their life. They see that has to happen in order for the good to come in, including you, divine feminines, including this happy home life that they want with you, is what they're telling me. All right, so the energy really has shifted. They are seeing things with a lot more truth and clarity. So that's the overall energy. Let's get more on what is the divine masculine's current energy right now. What's the collective's current energy? Divine masculine's current energy, please, Spirit. What's going on with the masculine's current energy? Alright. You're pointing me to this deck that I had brought down for a client. And we're going to use it. Because where you go, where Spirit goes, we listen to what Spirit wants. I gotta say, the energy is so much better and so much lighter. I just feel like the masculines are in a much better place. They are experiencing, I don't even want to use the word darkness. They are experiencing some triggers, some intensity, some challenges, some obstacles. Those are perhaps better words. But there is a part of them, Spirit is saying, that knows this truth, that knows that it's for their highest good. They're seeing, just like the divine feminines can see that higher perspective. Why can't I shuffle? the divine masculine is starting to see that higher perspective too, because they're starting to go into their heart chakra. They're starting to go into their higher level chakras. The divine masculines, okay, this message they really want me to get through. The divine masculine is the lower level chakras, the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus. The heart chakra is the bridge, and the higher level chakras are where the feminine really resides. The throat, the brow, and the crown chakra, because that's all about the intuition, whereas the masculine is really grounding energy. They really ground us, while the feminine energy is really in the higher realms. And you need both, because we are human constructs. We are souls experiencing life in this human body. So we need both, and what it's about is coming into balance. So the divine feminine, what we're really doing as we come into inner union to come into outer union with our divine masculine, is we are experiencing that balance between the divine masculine energies and the divine feminine energies within us, because we carry both energies. So what the masculine energy is now, what's happening for the masculines now, is they're now experiencing the feminine energies. They're stepping into their feminine energy, which is about intuition, which is about open communication, which is about trusting the divine and receiving downloads and really understanding the higher realms and stepping into the higher realms, really trusting the heart and opening up the heart. So the divine masculine is rising, literally rising into the higher level chakras, into the heart and above, and the divine feminine is coming down from the higher realms and grounding the energy too, so that you're coming into balance within the heart. They really wanted me to get that message out, because the divine masculine is really starting to understand this, not only this connection that you have, this divine partnership that you have with each other, but they are understanding the journey, the ascension journey. They're understanding their own spirituality, even though maybe they were spiritual before, but there's a whole new level for them, a whole new level, a whole new heart level is what they're saying. Really trusting their intuition, really trusting this path, really trusting spirit and listening to spirit. They don't, even if they don't recognize it as spirit yet, spirit's kind of laughing. They're like, they might not recognize us yet, but they recognize themselves is what they're saying. And that is beautiful, that they recognize themselves. They recognize the soul of themselves speaking, and they're starting to trust that, and they're starting to really listen to that. And as they listen to that, their heart chakra is just going to be opened. I'm just getting an outpouring of love. It's just going to be opened, and they're going to live from that space now and move forward towards you, because you are part of that divine love that they're experiencing. Cool. All right. There we go. Current energies, please, for the divine masculine. We got the Hierophant, really stepping into that energy. Now, the Hierophant is more about it's the divine masculine. It's the divine masculine card. We were just talking about this, stepping more into their spiritual nature, stepping more into their self, their soul of themselves. This is the counterpart to the High Priestess. The High Priestess is really about intuition. The Hierophant is more about grounded energy. The feeling I'm getting from this is more of a, I don't want to say religious energy. Can you clarify that for me, please? It's more of a, it's like they've been through society's expectations of what spirituality is, and now they're really starting to listen to themselves. Now they're starting to trust their own intuition and their own spirituality, what they believe themselves, what their soul is saying to them. This is really they're giving me shedding society's expectations and stepping into themselves, stepping into their truth, because again, we got the Knight of Air, Knight of Swords, stepping into their own truth and listening to their own truth rather than other people's. We also got the Three of Pentacles, and we got the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, what they're actually giving me here is victory. Learning. With these three cards, they're giving me victory, learning from others, partnering with others, mentoring underneath others, mentoring underneath you, Divine Feminines, to have a sense of victory over themselves. they're taking back their power is what they're saying. They're taking back some of the power that was lost, that the divine masculines felt like they had given up to others. And they're going to be stepping into a leadership role now. Now that they have this confidence, because this is Emperor energy as well that they're giving me. And now that they have this confidence within their own beliefs, now that they're trusting their intuition, now that they're trusting their heart, they're going to be stepping into a leadership role as well. So student and the teacher. Sense of victory here because of this clarity. Defeating against the odds. I have a feeling there were toxic relationships. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but it could be toxic family, it could be toxic karmic partners, it could be a toxic job or a work environment, it could be a toxic home life. Something that was toxic that was preventing them from seeing the full truth of themselves and of your partnership, because everything's related here, but of themselves, really seeing the truth of their life. Putting the past behind them is what they're telling me. Getting a sense of victory over themselves, over addictions, over past patterns of behavior, over poor habits, toxic environments, toxic relationships too. Whatever it was, however it resonates with you, they are really stepping into themselves, believing in themselves. Emperor energy combined with the actual Hierophant card is beautiful. It's beautiful. Man, I love our divine masculines. They are really stepping into this king energy, emperor energy, just this energy of confidence and belief in themselves and ready to move forward, ready to work as a team, ready to just embrace all that life has to offer. Really beautiful energy here. Really stunning energy from our divine masculines. They're saying that this is the beginning for them. But, yeah, they had me look at the bottom of the deck and we got the Strength card. They were saying that it's the beginning for them. It's the beginning for our divine masculines. This is the beginning, really the beginning of their journey, the beginning of them embracing their life as a whole. But this is their underlying energy, just strength and perseverance and willingness and an eagerness, like an eagerness and anticipation for all that life has to offer, because they know that they've left the past behind them. They know that they've cleared all of this. They know that they've healed all of this. And now they're just ready to embrace life. They're just ready to embrace what life has to offer with this strength, this newfound strength. Really beautiful energy. Love it. All right, let's see where the divine feminines are, please. Divine feminines, please. Got the Three of Wands. Where is the divine feminine's current energy, please? Thank you. Yeah, okay. We got the Three of Wands. We got the Tower. And we got the Eight of Cups. So divine feminines, I'm getting a feeling that this is your recent past. And it's exactly like what I was talking about, exactly what I was experiencing. I feel like you guys had a little bit of a shakeup. Now, we got the Tower. And I don't feel like it was a shakeup for sure. But it wasn't that crumbling of the structure that you went through earlier in the autumn. Or that the masculine has just recently gone through. It's not that severe. It's not that intensity. What they're showing me is it was just like a rattling of the building, so to speak, a rattling of the tower, because you needed another breakthrough, because you needed to clear out the rest before the end of the year, before the cycle came to a close. A lot of emphasis, they're saying there's a lot of emphasis on this new year, because not only is 2019, the end of 2018, closing out the 7-year cycle that many of us have been through, even if you were not knowingly, consciously on this ascension journey before. I'll give you an example. For myself, I had my spiritual awakening, did not know, I was going through healing, things like that, especially with regards to my chronic illness, learning to love myself again, learning to heal, learning to accept myself. Did not know I was on this ascension journey until I met my divine counterpart again, because we had known each other for a long time. This past year, back in 2017, November of 2017. So I've been on this journey for a year. Did not know I was on the ascension journey prior to that, but I was still doing the healing. So what they're saying is this is closing out. There was still a cycle going, a 7-year cycle going that started around 2011, 2012 for a lot of us. So even though you had your spiritual awakening, you were on the ascension journey, you may not have been aware that you were on the ascension journey because you hadn't been on the twin flame path of the ascension journey. So what they're saying is that cycle is coming to a close. So 2019 is going to be one that is going to launch into one of abundance, one of prosperity, and one of more balanced and harmonic love. Self-love, love with your divine counterpart, in however way that looks for your relationship, for your dynamic, and love for others, because the love that you feel inside of you is expanding, and it's changing the entire, it's changing our planet Earth. It's changing the whole dynamic of where we live in this human construct. It's changing the universe, really, is what they're saying. It's changing the whole paradigm, this 3D paradigm. We are really anchored into this new 5D realm of love because of all the healing work we did, because we healed during this cycle. So now the cycle is coming to a close. But what we experienced was this little shakeup, this little breakthrough, because it was like there's like still some soul sludge, as I like to call it, kind of stuck in there, and we had to shake it free. We had to release it. For me, it was some past life wounding around grief and loss and timing, a feeling of a loss around timing. Whatever that looks like for you, however that message resonates with you, take it. You understand how it relates to your journey. But whatever, had to come up to the surface to be released, that's what's happening in these last few days. I was experiencing it for the past week and a half. So these past few weeks leading up into the new year, and they're actually showing me January, the calendar, it's going to be residual throughout the next few weeks of January before we really hit our stride, before we are anchored into this new 5D reality. But before we really start seeing the manifestations of that, before we start feeling the full effects of that love energy, that pure balance, that pure harmony, we're still going to have some residual negative energies coming out. That'll expose itself through triggers, that'll expose itself through some obstacles, but you'll see that you're flowing through it more easily. You'll see that you're allowing yourself to move through it more easily. So that's actually, okay, so that's what they're giving me with the 3 of Wands. The journey is continuing is what they're saying, but it's going to be an easier journey now, because you've gotten through your tower moments, and now it's just going to be like, instead of a breakdown, it's going to be a breakthrough, and the 8 of Cups is not so much a walking away anymore because you've done that. Now the cups are empty. The cups, they're telling me, are going to start filling back up. Let's, I want to get some clarifiers for that. Let's get some clarifiers and see if there are any additional messages. And then we'll clarify, I don't know if I need to clarify the masculine, but we might pull some cards anyway because I like to clarify and see if there are any other messages coming through. I wish you guys could see my dog on the couch right next to me. She's the cutest thing. Here. You see that? That's Moxie. Say hi to Moxie. I'm a proud puppy mama. So, I have to brag. Sorry. And Riley's over here chewing on a bone. She's like, Mom, what are you waking me up for? Alright. Let's clarify, let's just see what more messages come out. Let's clarify this 3 of Wands, Tower, and 8 of Cups, please. Clarify the, thank you. The World. Yep. The World. The cycle's coming to a close. Moving into, they're actually giving me the World as completion, but also the Wheel of Fortune. Moving into a new cycle of abundance, a new cycle of prosperity. So these cups, even though they're empty, even though you've walked away, you've done the healing work so that you can empty out, get rid of all that soul sludge. Get rid of all the karmic relationships, the toxicity, exactly what we talked about with the Divine Masculine, so that you can fill yourself back up. What did I just say? The Wheel of Fortune. Did I not just say that? This was the energy they were giving me, the world and the Wheel of Fortune. Amazing. I love it. I love it when that happens. It's just so validating. All right, so yeah, so we're going to complete with that. That's amazing. All right. I think we're good with the Divine Masculines. Let's see what's going on in the Divine Masculines' heart space. Before I pulled those cards, they had me look at the bottom of the deck, and we've got the Four of Wands. I wasn't going to look, but they were calling me to, and I did. That's what we're heading into, you guys. Abundance, prosperity, manifestations, wishes fulfilled. Your Divine Masculine wants it. You want it. That's what's coming. All right, Divine Masculine's headspace, please. What's going on with the Divine Masculine in their headspace? What are they thinking? What are they currently thinking? What is the Divine Masculine currently thinking? What is the Divine Masculine currently thinking? What's going on in their headspace? Okay, and what's going on in their heart space? Oh. And what's going on in their physical? Interesting. Okay, I know you guys are like, what? I don't usually do these where I'm front facing the camera, but I felt called to today. Before I tell you what's going on for the Divine Masculine, I want to see what's going on for the Divine Feminine and see how we're mirroring, because this is interesting. Divine Feminine's headspace, please. Divine Feminine's headspace, please. Thank you. Divine Feminine's heart space. Divine Feminine's heart space. Thank you. Cool. And Divine Feminine's physical reality. Divine Feminine's physical reality. Thank you. Yep. All right. Let's start with the Divine Masculine. They got the Seven of Swords. They're in their headspace. This is some deceptive and manipulative energy here. I don't usually read it like that, but I'm reading it like that today. That's what they're telling me, and I want to get an understanding of why. I want to take those. Okay. Seven of Swords, please. Clarify the Seven of Swords, please. They're holding on to something. They're holding on to some illusion is what they're telling me. They're holding on to some secret, but not a nefarious secret. Not anything that's like... Okay. This is related to you, Divine Feminines. I got the Seven of Swords. Clarifying that, we got the Chariot, the Star, and the Knight of Swords. They have a plan for forward action. and they're not telling you. This is a very Four of Pentacles energy. They are holding onto it. They are not they're withholding. They're not telling the truth. They know the truth. They have the Knight of Swords, but you see how they're holding on to all these swords here? They're holding on to the truth themselves, is what they're telling me. And on the surface, on the physical, for you Divine Feminines, it might look manipulative. It might look deceptive. It might look like they're keeping secrets. It might look like they're lying to you. It might look like they are withholding information from you. It might look like they're withholding love from you. Because in a way, they are withholding the truth. Because they're not willing to tell you. Because they're not willing to share. What they're telling me is, you see how there are two swords here? Remember, I'm an intuitive reader. I don't read by the traditional meanings of the cards. So what they're telling me here is, you see here, see these two swords here? They're giving you bits and pieces of the truth, but they're still holding it, still holding on to it themselves. They're still not divulging maybe their plans for you, their love for you. Yeah, their love for you, because you got the Star. So what they want from their life, their wishes, their goals, their dreams. There's Moon energy here. They're telling me they're holding on to some kind of an illusion because they're afraid to step forward. They're moving towards you, and they have truth about this situation, and they're moving towards you swiftly with that truth. But they're holding on to some kind of illusion out of fear, some lingering remains of fear. Because of some manipulation and deceptiveness in their own past, with their past relationships. And because let me get this right. Can you clarify, please? They see the truth of the situation, but they want to make sure everything's in alignment before they come forward to you with the truth. Because they're afraid. Because they're afraid. All right, give me more about that. Give me more about that. Give me more about this Seven of Swords. I got my dogs bones for Christmas, and I put them in their stockings, and I didn't give it to them. And Riley is going blind because he's 13 years old, but his nose is very accurate, and he just got a whiff. And he's not happy that Santa Claus came and did not tell him. Okay, we got the transformation card. So with the Seven of Swords, they're still going through this transformation, going through this bridge between the past and the present, and thinking about their future. So it's kind of like they're still looking back towards the past, as it's the death of something. They're still walking away. They're in the physical. We got the Eight of Cups, so they're still walking away, still leaving all the old behind. So they're not quite ready to acknowledge. Either it's in their head, they have the truth and clarity in their headspace. They're very aware of what they want. They have the truth in their hearts. They're very aware of what they want. They want to move forward with you. They want to move forward towards this balance they're giving me, towards harmony with you, towards wishes fulfilled, but they're still undergoing this transformation. So on the surface, it might look like they're withholding. It might look like they're not divulging. It might look like they're keeping secrets, but it's just because they're not ready to come forward. They're still stuck in their heads with this truth. They're not ready to come forward in the physical, even in their heart space. It's a little bit like their mind and their heart is a little bit at war, because in the heart space, we got so much passion. Oh my gosh, so much passion. Ready to take action. You got the Ace of Wands, a new beginning, a passionate new beginning. We got the Knight of Wands, ready to move forward. They are ready in their heart, but there's still something in their head that is holding them back. Still this death This transformation that's taking place, moving into their heart, what they're giving, moving, they have the truth, they have the clarity, but they're really still stuck in their minds. They want to move forward with you. They know they have to move forward with you. If you remember the last divine partnership, I believe what we got in this slot was the Two of Swords. So they were trying to make a decision with how to move forward with you. They know how to move forward with you. They want to move forward with you. They're swiftly ready to move forward with you, but there's still that last bit of transformation taking place. Still, releasing the past a little bit, actively releasing the past, because that Eight of Cups is really walking away from the things that no longer serve. This transformation is still taking place as they step into their heart, but they know they want to move forward. They have the passion in their heart for you. For their life. This is not just for you, Divine Feminines. This is for their life. But they're still kind of at war with themselves because this transformation is taking place, because they're moving into their heart space now. Again, remember the overall energy. We got the Hierophant, the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Strength card matched with the Knight of Air. The Knight of Air again. The Knight of Swords again. As the overall energy, yeah, they have this clarity. They know this truth. They might not be showing it on the surface, but they're holding it in their head. They're aware of it. They want to move forward. In their heart, they're feeling that passion that they want to move forward. They're ready to move forward. Time is what they're giving me. It's just going to take some time. Because in their physical reality, we did get the Eight of Cups, but we also got the Sun card, and that matches Divine Feminine's the Sun card. You guys are matching each other. Where's that? You guys are mirroring each other. You both in your physical reality want this. You want this and you want to move towards this. And it's happening because the last bits, just like you got the Eight of Cups, Divine Feminines, you got the Eight of Cups in your current energy. That's what they're experiencing in their physical reality as well. You completed this cycle. They are just finishing up this cycle. So they are coming up right behind you, wanting this sun, wanting wishes fulfilled, wanting pure happiness and pure joy and pure love with you, feeling the passion in their hearts for this, for you, for this new life, ready to move forward, feeling the clarity of moving forward, feeling the truth, holding the truth in their arms. Not so much ready to divulge it yet, but it's coming. It is coming. We're going to get more into that. We're going to get more into this in a minute. Let's get to the Divine Feminines first. So, Divine Feminines, in your mind space, you have the, what is this? The Page of Pentacles. And what I'm getting from this is that manifestations are coming true. You are in a place where you can start manifesting. You're eager to manifest. You're eager for things to become your physical reality, and you are aware of your power. You're aware that you are able to manifest. This is actually giving me Ace of Pentacles energy, because what I'm getting is you're eager, you're anticipatory. You want this new beginning. You want this beginning. You want this abundance, and you're ready to move forward and manifest. Magician energy as well here. Because in your heart space, you got the Nine of Pentacles. You're feeling stable. You're feeling abundant. And with this Page of Pentacles, you see he's holding one pentacle. You have the Nine of Pentacles as well. You're feeling independent. You're feeling secure. You're feeling financially secure. You're feeling secure emotionally as well. In your heart, you're feeling balanced. Put together, you get this 10 of Pentacles, and then you get the Sun. This is pure abundance for you. This is what you're moving into. This is what you're feeling now in your head and your heart, and this is also what you're moving into in your physical reality. 10 of Pentacles, all your manifestations coming true. You've got the, that one cycle completed. Now you're moving into one of pure abundance. It's exactly what we talked about. One of pure abundance. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor to this 10 of Pentacles. You are acknowledging it in your headspace. You know that you can manifest what it is that you want, whatever this pentacle represents to you. Home, relationship, love, life, home life, new career, new job, new car, whatever it is that you want, new opportunity, whatever new opportunity you want, you know in your head that you can manifest it and manifest it easily. And in your heart, you're feeling balanced. And that's the key to manifestation. believing it, knowing you can do it, believing it, releasing the expectation for how it comes, feeling balanced enough and secure enough in your place in the universe to allow it to come into you, into your being. That's what you're feeling. You're just feeling secure. You're feeling secure, and you know that you're going to get the abundance that you want. This is manifestation. This is manifestation 101. It's have the intention, know that you can manifest it, know that it's coming to you, feeling secure enough that it's coming to you, and this is your abundance. This is the universe bringing it to you. Beautiful. I'm not going to even clarify that. All right, that's beautiful. I want to keep going with the Divine Masculine now. So now we've got the head and the heart. Let's see how he is feeling towards you. I mean, you got the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands. He is passionate for you, for life, wants to move towards you. But let's see, can you give us more about the Divine Masculine, what he's feeling towards the Divine Feminine? Thank you. King of Pentacles. Matching your Page and your Nine of Pentacles. He has that pentacle. That last pentacle that you want. That relationship. That love. That whatever it is that you are looking for. Know that you have it within yourself. But he's carrying forth. He's carrying that forth, Divine Feminines. And he's going to be presenting that. He is feeling abundant. He's feeling stable. He's feeling secure in his authority. He's feeling confident. Because he has that, he's feeling all of this in his physical manifestations. Financially secure enough to bring forth, secure enough in his physical reality, which means financial abundance, financial security. Maybe perhaps he's feeling more secure in a job. Maybe he's feeling more secure in his home life, whatever opportunity he's feeling more secure in his physical reality, and he is ready to bring that forth to you. How else are you feeling for the Divine Feminines? Divine Masculine, how else are you feeling for the Divine Feminines? What else do you want to say? Three of Wands, just like your Three of Wands, ready to start this new beginning, ready to move forward. Making a decision, waiting for your ships to come in, and knowing that your ship is coming in. They know that this is coming. They know that this sun is coming, just like you know that your sun is coming. Just that you know that your happiness is coming. They know that too. Your happiness, your abundance, the love, whatever it was, the higher level of commitment, whatever it is that you want, you both know that it's coming. It's coming to fruition, and they are going to be riding swiftly with clarity. They're going to be riding with a lot of passion towards you because they have this security now. They are feeling so much more secure going into this new year to be able to provide for you. Now, Divine Feminine energy is interesting because they're pointing me back to this Nine of Pentacles, and you're like, I don't need you to, provide for me. I'm an independent woman. I can provide for myself. Look at all these pentacles. You're only coming in with one. I have 9. I love it. I love your sass, feminines. It's not the point. This is teamwork. This is them coming in with 1, you coming in with your 9 to combine to create the 10. And this pentacle, because he's a king, holds a lot of weight. It holds a lot of weight. So you're like, I have 9. I don't need, what do I need just the 1 for? It holds a lot of weight. This is equal partnership. This is balance is what they're telling me. So this is what they're going to be bringing to you as the king. The pentacle that he's bringing in, whatever offer he's bringing in, whatever stability, whatever security, whatever opportunity he wants to bring to you, that he needed to become secure enough to step into his king energy to bring to you, it's going to create equality. It's going to create balance. It's going to create harmony within the relationship. But he needed to step into this energy first. In his physical, he needed to create balance in his life. He needed to create abundance in his life, or at least feel more secure in his physical reality, whatever that looks like, especially with regards to finances, I'm hearing. But whatever that looked like, he really needed to feel this in order to step forward towards you. Cool. We're going to make this a quick reading, I think. I don't have any more follow-up questions. We'll check in again with a more thorough read in the new year. But let's see, Divine Feminines, how you're feeling towards your masculines. Divine Feminines, how are you feeling towards your masculines? Divine Fem... Okay. Ooh. King of Pentacles. Matching his King of Pentacles. You are both feeling secure. You're both feeling abundant. You're both feeling like you can offer each other something. You're both feeling balanced. You guys are mirroring each other. Whatever this new year is bringing, you guys feel like you can offer each other. What I'm actually hearing is your strengths help his weaknesses, and his strengths help your weaknesses. And so now you're coming together and you're offering each other not so much what you lack, because you are, you're whole within your own. It's not like two halves create the whole. That's not how this works. But you're coming together to strengthen each other. You're coming together to create more balance and more harmony within yourselves and within the relationship. This is really beautiful energy. You guys, this is really like in your physical reality, you have both manifested yourselves as kings and queens of pentacles. In your physical reality, you have manifested the pentacles for yourselves. And now you're coming in together into harmony, into union to offer this to each other. That is stunning. Oh my gosh, that's stunning. I love that. I love that. And look at all these pentacles, Divine Feminine. Like, you are really in your abundance. You're really in your physical manifestations. You are really in your power. Beautiful. The King of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. That is crazy. Yeah, you're both really in your own, you're in your element. You, Divine Feminines, created your abundance. You created your stability, your financial security. Your Divine Masculine did the same, and now you're coming together into harmony, both having pentacles to offer each other in balance. And what I'm hearing is that what your pentacle, if I don't know how to decipher this. What your, it's almost like you're not lacking. So forgive me for this interpretation of the energy that I'm getting. I don't know a better way to do it, and they're not clarifying for me. But what your pentacle is lacking, they're going to have. And what their pentacle is lacking, you're going to have. Because you've created this for yourselves. You're both in the King of Pentacles energy. Really, really, really beautiful. All right, what else do you have to say? How else are you feeling about your Divine Masculines? They're also saying that you're both looking at each other as independent. You're both looking at each other as secure. You're both looking at each other as balanced. You're both looking at each other as something, that you can both bring something to the table. Now you both feel like you can bring something to the table. Your Divine Masculine does not feel lacking. You don't feel lacking. And they're looking at you on equal footing. They're looking at you on equal footing. So much mirroring happening here. Two suns in the same place in your physical reality, both wanting this happiness, both King of Pentacles looking at each other as kings. And look at how they're looking at each other. Let me see if I can get this. Okay, it's like this. Look at how they're looking at each other. Your King of Pentacles is looking at his King of Pentacles. Like, you're both, like, you're on equal footing and you're admiring each other. Like, that is stunning. Stunning. All right, how else are you feeling about the Divine Masculines, please? Divine Feminine feeling about the Divine Masculine. How else are you feeling about the Divine Masculine? Oh, my foot is falling asleep. How else are you feeling about the Divine Masculine? Seven of Swords, but in reverse. Interesting. I don't read reversals, but it came out like that, and they had me keep it like that. Immediately, that's what I heard. Seven of Swords in reverse matches their Seven of Swords. So, I feel like you're picking up on this energy of they're holding on to something, but you're feeling more compassionate about it. Like, you have a better understanding now. Like, you understand that this is not the truth of the situation. Because you're feeling the love is what I'm getting. Let me clarify that. Clarify the Seven of Swords in reverse, please. Yep, Two of Cups. Okay, so let's go back to this. It's interesting that came out because I wanted to go back to the Seven of Swords. So to reiterate, the Divine Masculine has this clarity now. They have this clarity about the relationship. They're seeing the truth of the connection. They are feeling so much passion for you in their heart space. They're seeing that this connection is a Sun card. They're seeing that it's pure happiness. They're seeing that they want this connection with you. They're moving towards it. They're seeing you as balanced. They have that balance in their own life now, that financial security, so that they can offer something and move towards you. They've gone through this transformation. You are their star. You are their fulfillment. You are their every wish fulfilled. They're moving towards you very swiftly too, with this clarity, with this passion. But they're still holding on to the truth. This is in their headspace, so they're still holding on to it and kind of like holding back from you. And you, Divine Feminines, you have felt this. You have felt the withholding. You have felt the... maybe they're not paying you compliments. Maybe they're not calling you. Maybe they're not, taking you out. Maybe they're not expressing their love to you. Maybe they're not even making the effort. Maybe there's little to no contact. Whatever it is, you feel like they're holding back. And rightfully so, because they are. They are holding on to this truth. They're holding on to this truth within themselves. They're keeping it secret. Again, this is moon energy. They're keeping it secret. They're holding on to this illusion. And what Spirit is telling me is like, yeah, they're holding on to this illusion that you don't understand them, that you don't see through this. They're holding on to the illusion that you don't feel the love that they have for you, that you don't see the truth of the situation, but you do. Because they're holding back and they're acting all sneaky about it, like they're like again, maybe, withholding in the physical in some way, even though they have this clarity and they have this love for you in their heart and their mind, but they're holding back in some way. But you see through it. You see through it. You see through that deceit. You see through that manipulation. You see through that secrecy. You see through the illusion. The Seven of Swords in reverse, because you feel the love, because you know this is not just a soulmate connection, not just a twin flame connection. Those are just the labels, but this is a divine connection. This is divinely guided, and you know that you feel the love that is coming from them and that you feel for them. And they're staying in this headspace of illusion, but you see it. You see it. You see through it. Because you feel it, and you're trusting your intuition is what they're giving me. By you trusting your intuition, you can see through the bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. You know this relationship. You know the truth of this relationship. They are feeling the truth of this relationship, but they're not willing yet to act on it because they're still holding on to that illusion. They're still holding on to, that in some cases the past. They're letting that go, but in some cases they're still looking back to the past, moving forward very, very slowly. You're holding on to the faith and the love that you feel from them, knowing that the love that you feel from them is the truth. Because you see through them. Because you see through this. Cool. Beautiful. They're calling me to one more from the Divine Feminine. So let's get one more from the Divine Feminine for the Divine Masculine. What's going on there? What more do you have to say, Spirit? You got the Hierophant. Just like they got the Hierophant. Yeah, you see them. You see them. You see them growing. You see them healing. You see them changing and transforming. You see the truth of this situation. You see past the bullshit. Because you're in your High Priestess energy, using your intuition to see them in their Divine Masculine energy. their true divine masculine energy, this divine connection, this soulmate twin flame connection, this spiritual connection. Man, you guys are mirroring each other so much. I'm also getting commitment, that you feel commitment for them and you feel commitment from them, even though they're not saying it, even though they are still like in this kind of deceptive energy. And again, deception, it's not like, you know, deception in such a negative way, even though it's very hurtful to you, feminines. It is very hurtful to you. You felt a lot of pain from this, but it's not intentional. Yeah, it's not intentional. This is just how they have approached it. They have not felt, what I'm getting is they don't feel strong. I'm going to clarify this. They don't feel strong enough yet. They're getting there, but they don't feel strong enough yet because they're going through this transformation to step away from this illusion, to tell you the truth, to express their feelings. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. I dropped all my cards. We're going to get, clarify that, please. We got Justice and the Empress, and yes, so they see you. They see you, and they want justice. They want this balance, but they're not feeling ready yet to come forward. They want to come forward. They're getting more confident, but because they're going through this transformation, the scales are still balancing for them. They want to step forward. They want to step forward towards you, but the scales are still balancing for them. So they're not, even though they have that clarity and that truth, even though they have that understanding of what they want, of what this relationship is, even though they are seeing the relationship for what it is, for what it truly is, this divine partnership, this divine love, even though they're seeing you, even though they want to move forward with this relationship with you, because your every wish fulfilled, you have the Chariot again, they are just still stuck in their headspace, still stuck between the head and the heart. But they're moving out of that energy. They're moving out of that energy. What will it take to move forward? What will it continue to take to move forward? What do they need to move forward towards you to get out of the Seven of Swords energy? What will it take for the masculine? What will it take for the masculine to move forward out of this energy? Out of the Seven of Swords energy, what will it take for the masculine? The Fool, we have a new beginning. They want this new beginning. It's going to take a leap of faith. It's going to take a leap of faith is what they're saying. So they have this new beginning in mind. They want this new beginning. Now it's just going to take a leap of faith, and that's going to be aligning more with their heart than with their mind. But in their physical reality, they are still in the process of this transformation, still in the process of this letting go and this walking away. They're giving me New Year with this Fool card. So you guys, Divine Feminines, just keep hanging in there. Things are going to change this year, this new year, because you have the Sun card as well. They're walking away and walking towards the Sun, just like you have the Sun. They're walking towards you. You are the Sun. You are their, sun, their star, their every wish fulfilled. They have that passion for you. They're just waiting for their ships to come in, ready for this journey. It's just going to take a leap of faith, and they are not quite almost there, but they're not quite there yet because they're still undergoing this death process, still undergoing this transformation. They are just not quite there yet. Okay, let's get some romance angels. This is my favorite part. I love this part. This is really great energy. Really great energy. A lot of messages coming through. I apologize that I was not able to decipher that one better. I don't know. Maybe it'll be clear when I watch this back. I usually, when I channel, my mind goes blank, and I just try to interpret the best I can by opening my mouth and speaking and letting the messages come forth. So maybe it'll be clear, but in my brain right now, it just was not. Okay. What are we asking? What are we asking? What are we asking? Let's just get messages. What? Oh my gosh. What message Divine Masculine has for the Divine Feminine? How are they feeling about the Divine Feminine? Let's do that. How are they feeling about the Divine Feminine? Romance Angels. How are you feeling about the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculines? We love you. Oh, that was the message I just got from Spirit. We love you. Don't forget. Oh, beautiful. Okay, but how are you really feeling? All right. What's going on? What's going on, like, in the physical world? We get, we love that you love us unconditionally. What's going on in the physical world? What needs to be healed? What's blocking you? What's going on? Oh. Let your friends help you. This is them stepping into the Hierophant energy. This is them stepping into their higher realms. This is them trusting their intuition and trusting their divine guidance. They're really starting to listen to their spirit guides. Like I said before in the beginning, they're really listening to their spirit guides, archangels, the divine itself. And they're learning, they're stepping into those higher realms and learning to trust themselves and trust the soul of themselves. And they're actually starting to learn what they're saying is that the soul and their higher guides, their ascended masters and archangels are one and the same. Beautiful. Beautiful. On the same team is what they're telling me. Beautiful. The masculine is really starting to understand that it's all connected and starting to see how it's all connected. They're really starting to feel how it's all connected is what they're saying. All right, what else do you got? What else do you got for the Divine Feminine? And then we'll get the Divine Feminine. Where are we on time? That's pretty par for the course with my videos, huh? An hour. It's okay. God love you guys. Okay, we got the separation card, and what they're telling me is that it's healing separation. There might be some of you who are in limited contact, no contact. Some of you who might be together but are spending time apart. What they're telling me is that the separation is for healing purposes. It is orchestrated for healing purposes. To grow the love for self, the love for their divine counterpart. And you're healing separation by understanding that the love is always there, that they're always moving towards you, and that there is no separation is what they're saying. So you're healing separation issues. Interesting. I was actually called to do a video, an Ascensions Confessions video about healing separation that I never did. So we're going to see what messages I channel there. Okay, let's get messages from the Divine Feminine for the Divine Masculine. How are you feeling for the Divine Masculine? We got 2 cards and they want me to take them. Attraction and very soon. Like attracts like. So what they're saying with this is keep your vibes high. Keep the faith. Keep the love in your heart and the compassion in your heart and patience in your heart, because as they work through this, as they heal this, because they're healing so much, keep the faith, keep this faith in your heart. Remember when I said that you're trusting this, you're seeing through this bullshit because you're trusting this. They want you to keep that faith because that is what's going to create this shift and move your relationship in the physical reality forward. Cool. All right. Let's get some angel answers as additional messages. And then I have one final deck. We'll get final messages. So let's get messages from the masculine. Messages from the masculine. What do you want them to know? Messages from the masculine. If we can get something about January, I'm hearing January. What can you tell us about the new year? Especially with this leap of faith, this Fool card, this new beginning, this brand new journey, this new beginning. What can you tell us about the masculine? There's too many cards. Get more information. Too many cards. Get more information. Get more information. I thought, I mean, they said pull another card, but they're also giving me the message, oh my gosh, my foot's asleep. They're also giving me the message, talk to your divine masculine. If you're in contact, especially. If you're not in contact, talk to them on the higher levels. Go within and feel them there. Imagine conversations with them and listen to the soul of yourself speaking back, because that is your divine counterpart. They're actually pointing me to this image here. I don't know if you can see. I'll get as close as possible. You see that star, the tetrahedron? That is Merkaba. And that's where you can go, and it's like a portal, and that's where you can go and really connect with your divine masculine, your divine counterpart. My divine masculine actually gave me a gemstone that was a Merkaba for Christmas. But they're actually saying go within. Feel that then there, talk to them. But have those honest heart-to-heart conversations. Those are necessary. They need to be had. So if you can speak with them in person, if you're in that kind of relationship, talk to them. If not, if you are in some kind of perceived separation, I'm just going to pull all these cards, then go within. Go within the Merkaba. Learn more about the Merkaba. We got it's up to you, success, and trust. I'm getting all these cards together because they all fell out together. It's up to you. It's up to you to trust. It's up to you to keep having faith in this connection. You can walk away. That's up to you, is what they're saying. You have free will. Oh my gosh. You have free will, but the more you trust and the more you have faith, the more you move this relationship forward, because what you're doing as you have faith is you're having faith in yourself. And that is a vital component to this journey. Having faith in yourself, trusting your intuition, because as you're loving yourself and as you're trusting yourself, you're trusting your divine counterpart. And as you trust your divine counterpart, you're trusting yourself, because you guys are one and the same. You know, I adhere to the philosophy that it's one soul. You're one vibrational frequency. They're your perfect match. They are your divine counterpart. They are, for all intents and purposes, you are individuals, you know, with your own lives and everything. But if you take away all the details, you guys are the same. Same values, same loves. You might process things differently. I know my divine counterpart is the exact opposite of me on the surface. But below, we are so similar, so similar. I have faith in that. I trust in that, because I trust in myself and I have faith in myself, and that's moving my relationship with my divine counterpart forward. So it's up to you. You have free will, but what they're saying is trust. Trust your divine counterpart. Trust their love for you. Trust what you're feeling here. Trust everything beneath the... This is bullshit. This is bullshit, but they're only fooling themselves. They're only fooling themselves by thinking that they can fool you, because you know the truth of the situation. You know the truth of the situation. You know the love that they have for you. You know that they want this. It's just they're not ready for it. But keep having faith in this love. Keep having faith in this relationship. Keep having faith in this spiritual connection. And you're going to have success. You're going to have success. All right, let's get a couple for the Divine Feminine. What do you want to say? What do you want to say? Boy, what do you want to say to your masculine? What did I do to these cards? Hold on 1 second. We have some technical difficulties. Some are upright and some are not. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll take that one too. Okay. Let's get one more. Oh my gosh, what is happening here? You guys, did I say it was very late? Because it's very late. And I should probably go to bed. But instead I'm channeling messages from Spirit. It is very late. Alright. One more card. What does the feminine want to say to the masculine? What messages? Okay. We've got, yes, a year from now and in the near future. And what they're telling me here, yes, they're responding to this, actually. They're saying keep having faith because in the near future, things are going to change. And a year from now, you're not going to recognize your life because you have all this abundance coming in, because you have this completed cycle. So now the wheel is turning in your favor. In your favor. Fortune is turning in your favor. And a year from now, they're saying look back at a year ago. Look back and see how much has changed for you, how much you've healed, how much you've grown, how much you've evolved, and how much your relationship with yourself and with your divine counterpart has moved forward. And if you're not in contact, feel it in the higher realms. Feel the connection there. You know, that's what it's all about, going within and really trusting what's happening within. So feel the connection there and feel how your healing has moved this connection forward, especially in the higher realms. And you're going to start seeing, if you're not already, you're going to start seeing it in the physical dimension, in the 3D, because look at all these pentacles you guys got. You're going to start seeing the physical manifestations of all of this. If you're not already, you're going to start seeing your relationship moving forward in the physical. Both of you guys, I'm being reminded, you both had the sun in the exact same spot in your physical reality. This is what you're moving towards. Both of you. You're moving towards each other. And you got the King of Pentacles. Physical manifestation. Where's the King of Pentacles? Physical manifestation. Moving towards each other. Looking at each other. Moving towards each other. This is coming true. And so what they're saying is happening in the near future, in the next few months, with this new turning of the wheel, with this new turning of the year, this new year. A year from now, you're going to look back and you're not even going to recognize your life. It's going to be the sun. It's going to be everything beautiful. Everything beautiful. All right, what I want to do is get one last message for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. I was pulled to this Divine, it's a Divine Feminine Oracle, so we're going to use this for both. Because you guys, you both carry both Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine energies within you. That's what union is. It's coming into balance with those energies. And as you come into balance and harmony with those energies within you as an individual, as you come into wholeness, then you come into physical union with your divine counterpart. And I have a feeling with this collective, there's going to be a lot of physical unions happening this year. So congratulations. That's amazing. That is amazing. There's still some pin drops of doubt. I feel it within myself. You're like, oh my gosh, he's showing me bullshit. He's showing me deception. He's showing me lies. He's keeping everything to himself. He's not expressing himself. He's withholding. Like, how can I even trust that? I feel it too. I feel it too. How can you even trust that? How can you have faith anymore? But you see through it. You see through the bullshit. You see through it because you feel this connection. Keep having faith in that, Divine Feminines. That's the message from this reading, is to keep having faith. Because the rest is an illusion. And the masculine might be holding up the illusion and holding it up pretty well. It's way too many. And it can be painful at times for you, but it's been painful for them as well. You know, don't never lose that compassion for your divine masculine. You know, if they don't say I love you back, I know how painful that is, but they're the one withholding. You know, they're not opening up their heart, and that can be just as painful. Just as painful. Because they're going through this transformation. So have compassion as they go through this transformation, because you went through it too. You went through it too. So just, you know, keep holding that love in your heart. Okay, we've got 2 messages. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. We've got Queen of the Outsiders. I have arrived. I am where I will always be, in love. They're coming. That's the message for you. They're coming. They are in love with you, and they are coming. You got the Divine Mother, unconditional feminines, I'm sorry. I'm speaking, this is for my Divine Feminines mostly, this message today. Unconditional love exists within me, the presence of love in the absence of judgment. What they're saying is hold on to that love, what I was just saying. Hold on to that compassion. Hold on to that feeling of faith and trust. One flipped over for union energies, and we got Mistress of the Labyrinth. My soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. Keep on this journey. Just keep on this journey. Keep having faith. Keep having the love in your heart. Your soul knows what it's doing. Your soul and their soul, your masculine soul, you both know what you're doing to heal, to come into alignment with the truth of who you are, to come into alignment together. Keep trusting this. Keep having faith in this. Keep having faith in this. All right. That feels, yeah, that feels complete. Where's my other, there it is. I just wanted to look at the bottom of the deck for the Divine Feminines, and we got the Knight of Cups, and that's the final message here. Just keep having faith, because it's coming. That emotion, that expression of love is coming. It's here. They love you, and they want you to know that. All right, you guys, we're going to be back with another reading like this, more in depth, if you can imagine, more in depth in the new year. I hope you guys have a very happy end of 2018. I hope all the energy is clearing for you, and that you can go into 2019 with just a lightness in your soul, just love in your heart, and have a very, very happy new year. Much love and much light to you. We'll be back soon.